Not-for-profit often conjures up the idea of an organisation that is staffed with volunteers and which is run in an amateurish way. Nothing could be further from the truth. Successful not-for-profit organisations are professionally run by qualified and experienced executives and managers that drive the operation just like a regular business. The reason for this is simple. The more successful the operation, the more constituents that can benefit from the activities of the not-for-profit. This video asks, do you run your not-for-profit like a business? If your business has been designated a charitable institution for legal and tax reasons, this is good news for its constituents. However, the fact that it is a charity does not mean that you should staff it with amateurs or manage it differently from a regular for-profit business. On the contrary, you need to focus on running it exactly like a regular business so that you may maximise revenues, minimise costs, and generate surpluses that allow it to benefit the constituents it was set up to support in the first place. You cannot take a view that profit is a dirty word. As long as profit is generated ethically and customers of the not-for-profit are delivered value, then the organisation can do the greatest good. There are a number of myths surrounding not-for-profits. One of them is not-for-profits don't have sales turnover. Even if the organisation does not sell anything, it still has to generate revenue in the form of grants, charitable donations, and from other fundraising activities. Its revenue from these sources is, in fact, its sales turnover. Another myth is not-for-profits don't need to do marketing. Marketing is at the very core of what not-for-profits do. If it does not have effective marketing, it cannot hope to maximise the amount of resources it can raise for the benefit of its constituents. Another myth, not-for-profits don't need to deal with competition. Not-for-profits compete against each other for every dollar they receive, whether it's in subscriptions, donations, or other fundraising activities. The best operators in this space often engage external fundraising specialist firms to ensure that they maximise revenues. Competition for resources is fierce, and the winners are the ones that understand their competitors and successfully mobilise their team to win. Another myth, not-for-profits don't need to be run like a regular business. This is probably the greatest myth of them all. Not-for-profits need to have appropriate structure, good operating standards, excellent management capabilities, and sound financial management. Another myth, not-for-profits don't have to keep customers happy. Your customers are the lifeblood of your organisation, whether you are a regular business or a not-for-profit. Not all not-for-profits sell tangible products, but they still have to provide services, whether it's in the area of education, medical care, income support, or other areas of philanthropy. The better you support your customers and meet their needs, the easier it will be to attract benefactors to support what you do. Another myth, not-for-profits don't need professional management. Although a not-for-profit may be supported by wonderful volunteers and contributors, they need to have professional managers running them. Decision-making can often be slow in the absence of a strong CEO with the power to make critical decisions, and consensus may be the order of the day. Although these managers often take their instructions from large committees, they need to be able to manage upwards as well as downwards, while embracing the ethos of the organisation. The benchmarks applied to a regular for-profit business equally apply to not-for-profits. Their operational, financial, and management effectiveness can be measured in exactly the same way. When consulting firms undertake an assignment for a not-for-profit, they can bring their understanding of the sector to bear while using common business analysis tools that have equal relevance and resonance in the for-profit sector. The success of not-for-profits will be largely dictated by the vision of their founders and board members, as well as their ability to adopt sound business practices that are a mirror image of those in successful for-profit businesses.